yourselves. Prep yourselves for this one. I genuinely believe that Gojo is the most iconic anime character of the present time, even compared to Dragon Ball characters. Guess what? He's dead. And your show ended. I have not seen Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm not one that likes to shit on shows that I haven't seen, except One Piece, you know what I mean? That's just fair game. But like, I hate when people make comparisons like this, and this is almost completely rage bait. They are 100% just trying to rage bait to get the interactions, but like, it is also like, stop. Because there are people who do think this, you know? Maybe this person is one of those people that also does think this. The other day, I was talking to my dad, and he was asking me about content. I showed him a picture of one of the thumbnails, and he's like, that's Goku. And I was like, how do you know that? My dad is not on the internet at all. He's not an internet guy. He's not really on that. He's on his like MSN news type shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like one of those like home pages that like Internet Explorer will default. If you click the right thing on Internet Explorer, it'll be like, oh, would you like to set fucking blank 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 news as your home page? That's the extent of the internet that my dad uses, right? And so he pointed that out, and I was like, that's insane, because you know the actual relevancy of fucking Goku. Whereas if I were to ask anybody who's a non-anime person if they knew who Gojo was, they probably would say, oh, do you mean Goku? That's probably the most relevance that they're gonna have. I'm gonna be real with you. They're gonna be like, wait, Goku? You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is like. A lot of people in the comments, as you can see, this has 800 likes and 1,000 quote retweets. So I think you can kind of tell what this is about to turn into, but we're gonna look at some of them real quick. My own reply was this: when Gojo gets his own taqueria, we can have this discussion. But till then, I don't know what to tell you, Chief. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? You can't compare Goku to like really any other IP. I think the only other IP that I think is more iconic because of its insane boom is Pokemon. That's the only one I think you could probably compare to Dragon Ball realistically. I think that's the only one. But if we're talking about this day and age, it's Dragon Ball for sure. For sure. Like, that's the only other one. And it's by far, you know what I mean? It's by far. No joke, no anything. What is, somebody replied with something. What did they say? This is literally the first thing I searched when I read the tweet. Yeah, dude, like, people make restaurants based after Goku. They make drinks based after Goku. It is loved in North America, Latin America, Asia. It is loved in everywhere. It is loved literally everywhere by everyone. Whereas, like, Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, it's still loved, and I think a lot of people are really hardcore about it if they're into it. People who are Jujutsu Kaisen fans are super hardcore about it. But for me, I'm like, I could kind of do without it. I'm probably gonna watch it eventually, but I don't think so. Does Gojo have this? What is this? What is this? Inauguration of the Akira Toriyama / Dragon Ball tribute mural yesterday. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, this is so sweet. Why is Master Roshi riding Tien? What is that about? What? When you think about it, chat, like, it's runtime, right? Like, the Dragon Ball Z runtime, like, you have Dragon Ball, you have Dragon Ball Z, you have Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, you have the spin-offs, you have Xenoverse, you have Heroes, you have the games Legends, Dokkan. You have Xenoverse that is still getting updates to this day, and it's almost 10 years old, which is insane, right? There's a whole bunch of examples as to why Goku is just more iconic in general. And I don't even mean any shame, I don't mean any shit to those who like Jujutsu Kaisen, but this is just a bad faith argument. Like, who's realistically saying this? Other than this guy, you know what I mean? Like, other than this guy. What is this? Yeah, dude, there is a 60-foot long dead Yamcha statue, because what else can you do to humiliate the guy? Look at this. That's like a side character too, man. That's a side character in the show. Are you telling me that that doesn't show you the longevity of this show? And that That's a moment that happened like 30 to 40 years ago. Dragon Ball is about to celebrate its 40th anniversary, which is crazy. Let's see. They're saying you're getting cooked. LOL with 200 likes. 0 out of 10 rage bait. Bait used to be believable. Yamcha's left testicle has more relevance than Gojo in the anime world. Real. Don't even know what anime that character is from. That's BM. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no. One Piece side characters are more iconic. I don't know about all that. We're kind of having a little bit of a mid-off with this one, but I mean, you know, I guess W. Hold on, let's look at the quote tweets real quick. I gotta see what the quote tweets are saying on this. I was in Uganda and I saw Goku painting by a church. Dude, that's a whole other continent. That's not North or South America, that's Africa. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Showed a picture of Gojo to my Mexican family and they didn't know who it was. I showed them Gohan and now I'm inheriting the farm? God. Bro, this hat is more iconic than your fraud ass wannabe sensei. All right, let's calm down a little bit. Let's hey. People casually forgetting who this is. Everyone knows who Pikachu is, even people who have never heard of anime. That's true. Pikachu is the only example of another protagonist that realistically you could say is relevant. You know what I mean? Is the only one that you could say is more iconic. Is Pikachu more popular than Goku though? I would say yes. I would argue that yes, Pikachu is more popular than Goku if you are going based off of recognition alone. If you're going based off of like, will someone on the street be able to identify Goku over Pikachu? Pikachu's probably gonna be the one that people recognize the most because Dragon Ball for me when I was growing up wasn't super popular in elementary school. Like not a lot of kids watched it, but everybody in my school knew Pikachu. Everybody in my school knew Pokemon. Everyone was playing Pokemon. Whereas Dragon Ball, I feel like no one was really getting into Dragon Ball for the first time. I was because my brother was there and he was watching the episodes as they aired in the 90s and I only got into it because of him. Whereas Pikachu and Pokemon, that was like an ongoing thing. It's still ongoing now. It may not be great now, but you know, it's still ongoing, right? It's not as easy to get into Pokemon nowadays as it is something like Dragon Ball. And yes, Pikachu will, I think, still always be more iconic than Goku. It's to be seen though, to be seen. Both series are still ongoing. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It could be a debate later on. Both series are still going. Ash is no longer in the show anymore, so RIP. Goku is still going with Super and Daima and all of these other things. So it could very easily pass up Pokemon eventually. We don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if there's any other character that really is more iconic than Dragon Ball other than Pikachu. That's a high bar. You know what I mean? That's a high bar. That is a very high bar.